Every day, the men and women of law enforcement get up, get dressed, and leave their families to protect ours, and some of them don't return home.
This week alone, 6 law enforcement officers have been killed in the line of duty. These are just a few of the faces who have been lost in recent days, and a few who have been lost in our region in recent years.
But you're about to get a glimpse into a world you've probably never seen. When law enforcement officers don't return home, when their lives are taken in the line of duty, a group of people you probably never even heard of are there to help.
Shot fire! Shot fire!
For all of us, the images are difficult to see.
We have an officer down, officer down.
The sounds are chilling.
Go inside, shelter.
But few can begin to imagine the pain felt by loved ones and the law enforcement family of fallen officers.
I thought, how am I going to tell my kids? How am I going to let them know at 1 and 3 years old that he was never coming home?
Showing I have officer down.
Oh, that was very hard.
It's been a trying 16 months for Placer County Sheriff Ed Bonner, coping with the heartbreak of losing one of his own.
October 24th, 2014, Deputy Sheriff Michael Davis was murdered, along with Deputy Sheriff Danny Oliver. A day that just is catastrophic for our organization and for me.
On that day, prosecutors say Luis Enrique Monroy Bracamontes shot and killed Sacramento Sheriff's Deputy Danny Oliver as he checked out a suspicious vehicle in Sacramento County. Bracamontes then took off before stopping in Placer County. That's when Deputy Michael Davis and another deputy approached his car. They were both shot, Deputy Davis fatally. Sheriff Bonner was off that day watching a Giants World Series game in San Francisco when he got the call.
People go, oh, I'll bet you drove fast. I'll bet you, no. I drove the speed limit. I knew where I was going. I didn't want to get there.
He made his way back to Placer County, met with Deputy Davis's family, and then joined his law enforcement family for a briefing. One of the toughest things he says he's ever done.
Michael's 42 years old. We've been 43 next Wednesday.
Boy, that was hard.
Little did he know that in that crowded room was a stranger, there to help, someone who knew firsthand the pain of losing a loved one in the line of duty.
And he put his head down and said, your husband's injuries are too severe for him to survive. Those are words that play over and over in my head, even 7 years later.
Susan Moody lost her husband Brad in a deadly accident in 2008. He was a police officer on duty in Richmond responding to a call when he lost control of his car and slammed sideways into a light pole. Susan rushed to the hospital.
It was tough to see my husband laying there, you know, this man that was so full of life and so fun, not alive. It was just tough.
And this is our last Christmas picture together.
The pair had 2 little girls and enjoyed every moment of being a family. This was their final Christmas picture they took together, and Susan will never forget their last night.
It just was a great night. Like, he was there to put the girls to bed, and we had a great night just watching TV, just the 2 of us. It just was a really good, peaceful night.
4 days later, she was saying her final goodbyes and making decisions about donating her husband's organs. Thankfully, she did not have to face it alone.
I didn't know how I was going to make it through until I met this organization called COPS.
COPS, or Concerns of Police Survivors, is a nonprofit group that provides resources for families of fallen police officers. Their mission statement, to help repair shattered lives.
And they told me that they can't replace him, they can't bring him back, but they were there to let me know that I wasn't going to go through this alone.
Every year in the U.S., between 140 and 160 officers are killed in the line of duty. There's no membership fee for COPS because the people who join this group have already paid the ultimate price. The group began in 1984 with just 110 members and now has over 15,000 people. Today, one of them is Susan Moody, now the president of the Northern California chapter of COPS. And she was the stranger in that room that unthinkable day in Placer County when the sheriff gave the toughest briefing of his career.
They were there the first day, and they were there with us the entire journey. They never left our side. They were there throughout the upcoming weeks, through the funeral, through California Peace Officers Memorial, through the Washington Memorial, through the year anniversary. The COPS organization pays for families of officers that killed in the line of duty to go back to these ceremonies.
The people of Cops come in and help pick up the pieces after going through the same tragic events themselves.
For somebody to say, I need to go to the next thing, I need to go to the next person, the next agency, willingly do that and share their story, their tragedy. Yeah, man, how amazing are these people?
As president of Cops in Northern California, Susan is immersed in paperwork and planning major events like their Black and Blue Ball in January, their biggest fundraiser yet. And it means leaving when tragedy strikes to be with those who need her most. She says it's been cathartic and a way to give back.
A lot of people ask me, how do you keep doing it? Isn't it hard for you to go and help these families and departments? Doesn't it bring back your emotions from losing your husband? Well, sure, of course it does. I mean, how could it not?
There's some things that are not preventable. It's going to happen. So we need to make sure that that Cops is alive and well to take care of the survivors. They are worthy of your support. They're worthy of your prayers.
If I can put myself through that to help somebody, I would do it for the rest of my life if I could.
She and her girls are taking their grieving process day by day and year by year, making new memories and keeping the old memories of Brad alive.
We have a normal life, you know? It's our new normal. Life will never be the same again. We miss him every single day. But I make sure that I talk about him also every single day so they don't forget who he was.
Now, Cops picks up the tab for families who have lost a loved one to attend all of the memorial events and provides retreats for grieving families as well. Now, if you'd like to learn more or donate to Cops, there's more information on our website, CBS13.com.